If you've been looking for a budget-friendly, low-cost, low-density, pretty wig, then this video is for you. Today I am wearing Uniwigs Karlie. Now, Karlie is a heat-friendly synthetic wig from Uniwigs. They just released Karlie this summer. She was in their summer 2024 release, and she's a really cute wig. I have to give it to her. She has these face framing layers right through here. In the pictures that I saw on Uniwigs of the advertisement, most of the influencers had her like super straight. I opted to kind of keep her in the wave pattern that she came in. I really like this. I'm not somebody that really looks flattering in a like super straight haired wig. So I really appreciate these little bends and curves in her that she has. So like I was saying, she's super face framing. She has lots of layers here in the front. This first layer is hitting right here just below my chin, and then our next layer is coming in here, and then we've got this layer here. So she definitely has some layers in her. Now the density on this piece is probably one of the lowest density synthetic pieces that I've tried in a while. She's very, 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 very light, which is probably going to make her more comfortable for a lot of us. When I'm talking to people about beginner wigs, I always recommend that you start with a very low density wig. So we are going to take Karlie and file her over in the beginner wig friendly department, because I definitely feel like if you're new to wigs, you should start with the lowest density. So the color on Karlie, as you can see, she is featuring this really dark root up here, and then she fades into kind of what they call this sunset blonde. Now the sunset blonde mix is made up of this honey blonde color and then this ash blonde color throughout her. And I have to say the colors blended really nicely. There's no points in it where like there's a harsh demarcation line or transition line between the colors or anything like that. It's just really well blended and very pretty. Now, she does have the lace front, and I have already trimmed that up for myself, but you can either wear her as she is with no glue or tape, or you can definitely use glue or tape on her. It's up to you and what you prefer to do. Let's take a look at what's under the cap on Karlie, because like I always say, it does not matter how cute a wig is. What matters is how comfortable the wig is. That is the first and foremost important thing. Okay, so here Karlie is on the inside. I'm trying to give you the best look at the inside of this wig, because it really, really, really matters when you're making a decision on whether or not to invest in a wig, even a budget-friendly wig like Karlie. With my code Felicia20, I think you can find Karlie for under even $100, which is a great price. So right here, you're gonna find that she has a 13x3 ear-to-ear lace front wig. The circumference on my head is 21.5. I do have my hair a little bit longer now, so I feel like I'm leaning into that 22 mark. I feel like some of us are going to want to cut into the lace here, right here over the ears, to make it a little more comfortable so it will go behind our ears. But other than that, I think that the lace front was done very, very well. There are some pros and cons when it comes to investing in a budget-friendly wig. Like, you're gonna have things that are really good about it, and then you're gonna have things that you're gonna have to put in some effort with. And one thing that you are going to have to put effort in with when it comes to the Uniwigs is the knots are a bit dark. There are tons and tons of solutions for that, and it's not a reason to not invest in this piece if you're looking for something budget friendly and beautiful. You can either use the what is that tape? The scar tape. You can use the concealer method. You can use powder. I've shown powder on here before and how I personally cover the knots on my Uniwigs. But yeah, definitely this piece continues on with the pattern of having some darker knots. But when you look at the price and you look at the quality of the hair, I feel like it completely outweighs having to work with these knots. Okay, so through here in the back, you are gonna find that she does have an extended nape right here. It's going down a little bit, and that's gonna make it to where you can put Karlie up into like maybe a claw clip. You could do a ponytail. You could do a few different styles that are up. You're probably going to want to keep them kind of low. You're definitely not going to be, this isn't a piece where you're going to be able to get her up really high on your head or anything like that. But with this extended nape, you are going to be able to do some low set buns, some low set claw clips, low set ponies. She has the adjustable nape right here, and I think most of Uniwig styles, at least on the synthetic end, have this little, what I call a bra strap clasp, and it just slides in right here and fits really nicely. She has this little clip in the back that can pin into your biological hair if you have biological hair. If you don't have biological hair, you could just remove this and it's not going to damage the wig. Just use something like a little seam ripper or something like that, and it'll pop these stitches out and then come right out. Over on the sides, she does not have the typical adjustable ear tab that's low. She has one right here that is also a clip that pins in, so you may opt to remove this as well. Again, you're just going to use a little seam ripper on these right here, and that's going to pop right off and then lay nicely against your head. She transitions into a closed cap. She has the French lace right here. It's just a little bit of French lace, and then it moves into this back here. And while this is a wefted, just making sure I'm right here, this is a wefted cap. There are points in it where it has this kind of sheer fabric that looks a little like scalp. So I feel like if you pay attention to where the hairs are going up and what's showing, you can definitely still create that illusion. As far as permatease on this piece, I'm not finding that it has any permatease in it, and that's another thing that I like about Uniwigs is they don't put a whole bunch of permatease or any. I prefer no permatease myself, but this piece doesn't have any throughout the hair, but I do see a little bit possibly down here in the nape area, but that's really not a big deal. If you're a person that doesn't like permatease, I don't think that that's gonna be any problem for you. Now we're gonna put her back on, and we are just gonna take a look at her from the back and from the sides and just get one more look at her and talk about some things that I feel like you should prepare yourself for if you are going to invest in Karlie to make her look the very best that she can. Okay, let's take a look at Karlie all around and get a look at her from the sides and from the back and see what we think about the cut of this. I really like the cut. It's layered. Like I said before, it's blended really nicely. I love the face framing in the front. 10 out of 10 when it comes to cut in my book. But I'm gonna let you look at her so you can decide if this is something that you would like as well. So here she is from the left side. Here she is from the back. And here she is from the right side. Now, like I said before, in the pictures that are advertised on Uniwigs, most of the influencers have her in a very smoothed out, straightened style. For me, I prefer more of a lived-in look. I really like it to look similar to how I would wear my biological hair if it were this length, and this is very similar to how I would choose to wear it. I'm not somebody that has like super sleek, smooth hair. Just not my preference. So as much as I love this piece, what I'm here to do is prepare you for the realistic side of making an investment in Karlie. and helping you make her, if you do invest in her, helping you make sure that she looks the best that she can. So I'm going to talk about some things that you might have trouble with when you first bring her home and how to fix those things. The first thing that we're going to talk about is the knots. Now, like I said before, I'm willing to be very happy about this piece regardless of how dark the knots are, because I'm getting a good quality fiber that doesn't tangle super easily, that is heat resistant, and that overall looks very realistic. This hair does not have like a whole bunch of shine on it. It doesn't look plasticky. It's not stiff, and it's coming in at $100, maybe $110, but with the coupon you can get it for under $100. You don't find that very often, so we're gonna say that's okay that this has dark knots. So for the dark knots that we're talking about here, you are either going to use the scar tape method, you can do the concealer on the inside of the cap, or you can do concealer on the outside on the part line, or you can do powder. Those are three great solutions that will work and will completely remedy that problem. The next thing that you may have a problem with that you'll have to remedy is this side of the hair is just going, the lace front is just too extended. It's going over my wig right here, my ear right here, and I can't, tuck it behind my ear if the cap is covering my ear. So what I'm going to do about that is I'm just going to go in and I'm going to trim right here around that, cut that lace off, and then it'll lay nicely on my ear. Just want to show you it also does that over here on this side, and I'll have to remedy that as well. As far as anything else, I don't feel like there's anything else that you need to be prepared for when you get Karlie. I feel like she's in a cute little cut with a spray bottle and a blow dryer. You are going to be able to style her any way that you want. The recommended heat use on Karlie is 280 degrees. Do not go over that. I always tell people the best thing that you can do is stay under that heat limit, and if you can, I would recommend using steam and like a holding method to style your wig over using like a flat iron or anything like that. So again, this is Karlie from Uniwigs Summer 2024 collection. She is a beautiful piece. I hope that this review helped you become more familiar with her. Head on over to the Uniwigs website and shop all of their amazing synthetic wigs. Not only do they make synthetic wigs, they make toppers, and they also make human hair wigs, and all of them are on the budget friendly side of things. I know that the human hair wigs can get costly even when they're on the more affordable side of things, but all of their pieces are just, they're absolutely beautiful, and overall the customer service has been excellent with Uniwigs. My code to shop there and to save is Felicia20, and I hope that you will come back for more reviews and opinions and styling tips for your wig. Thank you so much for watching this video. On your way out, if you don't mind to smash all of those buttons and smash that follow button, I would greatly appreciate it. I hope you have the best day ever.